Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks for clicking on the Dreaded D Rose Report. Didn't hear from none of you guys about who you think is going to be hosting WrestleMania. I do think a couple of people did say maybe Sting or somebody like that. Okay, I'm gonna throw this at the wall, see if it sticks, see if I'm right. Mark this date down. I don't know. I haven't read anything. I haven't heard anything. I'm gonna throw this out on the internet. See how long it takes to get around. In my opinion. Alright, who's going to host? It's, by the way, that's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. The home of TBS, TNN, and Nitro was there, Thunder. And also there's a theme going on. The Best of Nitro is coming out. Part 1 is coming out fairly soon. Might be next week or so. But anyway, then they got a part 2. I don't think it's out yet. But anyway, part 2 they're splitting it up. And I believe Arn Anderson's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Don't know for a fact. And I don't know about this for a fact. But I know Vince was on Raw Monday. The only thing that would get Vince out of a brain dead coma, which is supposedly he was brain dead. The only thing that would get him out of this is if he landed a special person. My opinion, since we're going to Georgia, Atlanta, right in the backyard of Ted Turner. I have no idea. Because if it's Sting, is Sting going to host, or any of the wrestlers, I would think he'd rather have Sting wrestle than just host. But maybe they only worked out a deal. Maybe it could be Sting, but I got a feeling it's going to be Ted Turner. Don't know, I haven't heard anything. Just see how long it takes, because everything is leading to WCW this year. We'll find out. And Vince would love it if he got Ted on there. I know he would. And he looked like, to me, he was grinning a little too much Monday. All right, WWE has released some financial data, though, for the fourth quarter of 2010. Not good. Everything, buy rates, pay-per-views was all down except for one. Survivor Series, it was up about 10,000 pay-per-views, but everything else was down, and even the sales, merchandise, the attendance, just everything. Of course, Vince kind of, poo-poos all that by, it's the economy, it's this, it's that, but we know what it is. We know. All right. Let me get on past this. There's too much of talking about. He of course is saying he remains confident that everything's going to turn around and meaningful growth is going on, leveraging and strength, and we're going to be doing the new distributing rights, all this crap. So you don't want to hear it, but you do want to hear maybe a spoiler-free preview of tonight's episode of TNA Impact. On Spike TV, taped last week in Orlando, is going to have TNA champion Ken Anderson and taking on Matt Morgan. AJ Styles and Kurt Angle taking on Jeff Hardy and Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett versus Kurt Angle. Going to be doing a contract signing, I guess, to wrestle against all odds. TNA Knockout champion, we got Madison Rayne, Tara, Sarita, and Rosita taking on Mickie James, Angelina Love, Winter, and Velvet Sky. Robbie E is going to be taking on Brian Kendricks and Suicide. Well, they're all taking on each other. All right, this is kind of weird. Former WWE star, Luke Gallo. Remember him? And Festus or whatever. Anyway, he made his IAGF debut, and he was also a freaking deacon. I don't know if you did. In Japan on February 5th. Anyway, he was in a match against former WWE star. Remember Sylvester Turkey? That's a short run. Anyway, the match apparently started hot but died as the Hall of Famer and promoter Antonio Inoki was at ringside, and he was furious about the match. Inoki told Booker Chanono to go out and stop the match. Anyway, Gallows and Turkey apparently knew as Gallows hit the spine buster out of nowhere for the win. And on the same show as Shad Gaspar and Bobby Lashley teamed up and lost to a team of Eric Hammer and Sawada. But anyway, I don't know how bad that match was, but Inoki was upset. At first, WWE was looking to bring Kevin Nash in just for the Royal Rumble and then work a Legends deal where he would be used for promotional appearances and occasional TV appearances. Sort of like what they were doing with Ric Flair there for a while. And based on strong reaction that he received, it's still possible WWE may bring Nash back for a match, but nobody expects him to be brought back in on a regular basis, and I don't think he wants to be brought back in then, because we know exactly when Nash gets in the ring what he's going to do and when he's going to do it, because he does the same thing in every match. Anyway, Nash will be doing things for WWE, like the first day of ticket sales on, location appearances and occasional guest speaking gigs in developmental. John Cena, Eve Torres, and The Miz took to the Twitter yesterday and commented about WrestleMania 28 taking place in Miami, Florida. Cena says, "See Nation, WrestleMania 28, chosen to take its talents to South Beach, Miami. Watch out, April 1st, here we come," and all this crap. Of course, Miz, he was on there saying the same thing. He said pretty much the same thing. Don't need to go through it. Anyway, coming out of Green Bay Packers Publicity Week, WWE top sellers on the website was the WWE replica and World Heavyweight title replica belt. They are priced at $322.15 and $243.95 respectively. WWE has the belts up now for 15% off this week, and it's still too damn much. Woo. Jim Ross noted on his Twitter that, he noted this week on his deal, that many former WCW employees will be having private functions in Atlanta, Georgia, at late March to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the last Monday Night Nitro broadcast. Ross said that he was invited and wishes he could attend, but he did not say if he was really going to go or not, but he's invited. So there's another thing. 10th anniversary of the buyout. Anyway, Viva La Lucha promotion has a pay-per-view that will begin airing, I guess, February 11th. Some of the matches taped will be airing, including Sheldon Benjamin, Big Daddy V, and Hernandez taking on Blue Meanie, Messina, and Booker T, as well as Conan, Damien 666, and Halloween versus Super Crazy, Charlie Haas and Tommy Wilson. Bunch of people on that show. Former, I don't know about no luchadors though. Didn't see that. Former WWE Jackie Gata, or Jackie Haas, will be also in attendance. Dolph Ziggler, by the way, was in attendance last night at the Cleveland Cavalier versus Detroit Pistons ball game. Vader's son, Big Van Vader, whatever you want to call him. Anyway, he's got a son, Jesse White, and apparently he's been looking to get into WWE developmental deal, and White has wrestled a few times with his dad in Japan for the Vader Time promotion. Both Vader and Jesse, they were signed to the promotion in Florida and was rumored to be launching last year, but ended up falling through for some reason. Officials from the company were going to push White as one of their top stars, as he felt you need a homegrown superstar, and were impressed with what they saw in Japan. So get him in there. What if he's got no neck like Vader too? All right. There's said to be no heat on Randy Orton for the CM Punk's nose being broken at the opener of the past Monday night. That's got to be a hard match to wrestle at the end of the night when you got a broken nose and got to come out and wrestle again. TNA aired Mr. Anderson's first TNA World Title defense, which was live event, I guess, on February 1st episode of Explosion, the match against Jeff Jarrett, with Kurt Angle's referee and Jeremy Borash and Don West, believe it or not, were the announcers. Brother Devon's now taking booking through Bill Bierman, like everybody else does, and TNA is changing their seat layout for February 24th Impact at Fayetteville. It used to be, can't fill really a 2,000, 3,000 seat place. So 11,000 seat place. So they're going to tarp it off probably down to 2,000 or 3,000. Make it look full. It would be. Hey, thank you guys. Let me know. You think it's Ted Turner? I don't know. I got to go.